Hi everyone. Are you irrational? I am. And I realized this because this week there was a terrible shark attack just off the coast of where I live and where I swim every day. A man was swimming and a 4 to 5 meter great white shark basically ate him. And it was a horrific event. And it's really played on my mind. Obviously, statistically, this is very, very low risk. I think the last time, it's been 50 years or something like that since there was a shark fatality. And yet, the boogeyman, the monster, that horrendous, black-eyed beast, plays on my mind. And I've been really interested, curious about that reaction. It's not just me. It's it's everyone who lives around the beaches at the moment. It's a very it harks back and it reminds me of this distinction between the old brain and the new brain. And look, the old brain is wired to be sensitive to the beast and the monster. The new brain says there were 294 drownings in the last 12 months in Australian waterways, and there hasn't been a shark fatality in 50 years. Yet, the boogeyman is still on my mind. And it got me thinking about the degree to which we communicate as if we are all, these rational, coherent, logical creatures. And I know this has been talked about a lot, but I think there's a specific element which hasn't. And it's something which I learned when I was acting, the concept of subtext. So I'm going to apply this to communication. The notion of subtext is that we are very rarely talking about what we really mean, and that there is a river of communication going on beneath what we're talking about, that even we are unconscious of. And that once you attend to this, once you look for this, once you pay attention to this, whether it be as a father or a mother or a coach, it is incredibly powerful. And the killer question here is, what's really going on in this conversation? Or from a coaching perspective, a great question is, or a great piece of advice is, pay attention to everything but the story that the coachee is giving you. Because what they really want and what they're really talking about is not likely to be coming at you through words. A coachee that I had this week came to me saying he wanted to talk about, I think it was a meeting, an upcoming meeting with the CEO. And yet he was clearly, if I asked myself that question, what's really going on here? He was clearly overwhelmed. He was frustrated. He was lost. His shoulders were slumped. He was very monotone. And if I hadn't picked up on that, I would have done some fantastic coaching about how to prepare for this meeting, but missed the river. And so we very quickly got to the river, and I was able to give him the understanding and the validation that he needed, and he left with hope, which was a different type of interaction. Similarly with my 4-year-old, he's pulling the dog's ears at the moment. Now we can look at that literally, and we can give him very clear guidance around what you do and you don't do with the dog. Or we can say, what's the river? What's really going on here? What's he doing? And the truth is, he's doing that for us, I believe. I believe he's just started at preschool and he's feeling overlooked. He's feeling alone. He's feeling scared. And so actually what he needs is a bit of physical affection. Not to be told, this is what you do and this is what you don't do with the dog. So listen to everything but the story. Ask yourself what's really going on in any interaction. And please check out my new website. It's amosszeps.com. And I'll see you next week. Thanks.